Why do I want to be a firefighter? Honestly, I didn't really know I wanted to be a firefighter growing up. My mom and my dad were in medicine, and my dad was a physician. My mom was a nurse. They talked a lot about medicine around the dinner table, and they really tried to plant that seed about going into medicine someday, but they never really pushed it. They taught me mostly to have compassion for what you do and to have a passion for your career. At the age of 4, I was living in Phoenix. I was playing in our backyard and I saw smoke coming from our front yard. So I went to investigate it and saw that our ski boat in our front yard was fully engulfed in flames. And I panicked. I didn't know what to do. The only thing that came to mind was the fire department. Um, we really idolize the fire department as superheroes that show up with the courage and the wherewithal to solve your problem. After the fire was put out, the department stuck around and talked to us, made sure everything was okay and that life was going to go on. It was really great to show that, see that customer service and that one-on-one at a young age. Later in life, I went to University of Washington and played rugby. I got to work with a diverse group of teammates who had their own skills and traits that brought to the team and when called upon that helped us make our team successful. It was a very great, tight knit team camaraderie, and I really valued that. It was a very honor to play on that team. We got a lot of injuries on playing rugby, and one of them that stands out was one of our players dislocated his knee. He was in a lot of pain, and he needed help. We had a team doctor there who wasn't able to isolate the situation with the resources that they had, so we called the fire department. And again, they showed up very fast and effective, showed great teamwork and compassion and empathy for my teammate. Ariel split his leg, and he was able to take himself to the hospital and again play rugby one day. What I also have done, I've had a very diverse work experience. I've worked in HVAC and worked in warehouses, worked in mechanical aptitude settings where safety is very important. Um, Taught me a lot of traits that are important, hands-on experience. I worked in the hospitality industry and taught me a lot about communication, customer service, and a lot of those things that prepared me, um, for a firefighter job. Something else I experienced, I was on my way home and I drove by Green Lake and saw multiple fire apparatuses. I drove over to check it out, and two of my friends were actually donning their scuba gear to do a training. And I asked them what they were doing. They said, "We're training for any worst case scenario." It was very important for them to train and to give constructive criticism and to learn and always get better with their craft. And it kind of taught me how it's very similar to playing on a rugby team, how you're always having to train and get better and learn from your mistakes and not be afraid to fail. All those things, all those experiences, small interactions have really taught me that I possess the same values and traits that firefighters do. And ever since the age of 4, I've kind of never really looked back to pursuing a job in firefighting. And that's why I feel like I'm a perfect fit for being a career firefighter.